Hey, how are you? So here's another quick little blog upload, whatever it winds up being. I'm just telling you it's the new moon tonight. So I'm starting fast. I'm going to go into a water fast first. And I'm doing an angel healing tomorrow. And Anthony is giving me a free angel healing, I guess because I'm a long-time client or something like that, or just a Christmas gift, I don't know. So I'm taking Jason with me, my ex-boyfriend, business partner, associate, to just because it's going to benefit me. It's going to benefit him. So I'm starting this doing a gallbladder cleanse. So here's the full moon schedule. It's pretty interesting. Or here's the moon schedule. So it's new moon tonight, about 5 to 6 p.m. Then on the 17th is full moon. And then awesomely, just like at the start of the new year, the exact January 1 is new moon. So that's pretty amazing. So again, what I'm doing is a cycle I started back in September of where I am doing these fasts for 2 weeks. This one's going to be awesome. I already know it is. I'm really connecting my creativity, just my happiness, which my creativity is a major like artery for my happiness. So that probably goes a lot longer for me than most people. But at the end, I think it's like somehow that's what everybody's after, is you need to tap into that creativity. So anyways, I just know all the circuits are going to open up more because a lot of blockages are already being eliminated, and I'm going to really get inside there and start like trying to dig with like getting some of these old emotions out of the way and things like that, and of like going through my past. And anyways, so I'm just saying with this upload, maybe you want to consider doing this also. It's a great time to do a fast, because the full moon, 17th, that's when we trigger the liver gallbladder cleanse. And then the winter solstice is somewhere around the 21st. I didn't look to see. It's probably the 21st. That's usually where sometimes it drifts a little bit. But in terms of like synchronization with nature, with the way things are, because the winter solstice is sun return, and then we have the holidays and all that kind of stuff. So that's going to be really awesome. That's some amazing synchronicity, like pointing in the direction of like, yeah, maybe this is going to be a really good one. So so really, really, I have this new love of fasting. And on this fast coming up, I'm going to do less blended soups. I'm going to do some very low cost. I'm going to do some sprouted beans. Those will be done as soups, but I want to do some adventures into juice and water days, and maybe a lot of those water days. I feel amazing connections. During this whole period here, I've actually been eating, when I say eating, chewing food for the last couple of weeks, but like late at night, I've been having some very spiritual and creative moments. Very much connecting with words. In a poetic sense, I write all the time. And a lot of those words poetry, sort of uh, uh, deep rock lyrics and concepts and things like that. Just having some amazing moments kind of like late at night, like 11, 12. Been staying up late a lot. I kind of like that. I feel like the energy is different at that time. It's maybe not so chaotic. And so I'm wanting to connect more with that. I'm doing meditations a couple times a day, not getting too obsessive. It seems like a natural place for me to go to. These angel healings have really gotten the sort of clutter and chatter that was in my head before, has made that kind of steady. And that's always been a problem for me, because I think the sort of excuse thing was I was saying I have high brain activity, overthink too much or whatever. Could never get that calmed down all my life. And I would could never get that calmed down. And so these angel healings, along with some other things, some other big changes that have happened this year. The orgonite, that's the sort of big disc there, this guy. Wear that around me, and I'm around orgonite all the time. This stuff has always been around, but some of these more stone-oriented ones. Along with the Reiki, I got Reiki 1 and 2 in May. And these angel healings, they were things I'd never done before, and I have this this quietness inside me now, and I'm really using that in a lot of ways. And so, this fasting, this heading towards I reckon breatharianism is something that people use like like veganism, of like, oh, that's something you do all the time. Well, I'm taking baby steps into sort of breatharian or whatever, of like, I'm interested in that consciousness of where the emotions from eating and the sort of busyness of the body from processing food is being turned off, and I have a chance to do some of the breakthrough stuff now that my mind is connected with this meditation. And I'm going to augment that with some multiple days of water fasting. I don't know what my schedule's going to be on that. I did a lot of water fasting and a lot of crazy stuff like that when I got into Survival in the 21st Century, book by Viktoras Kulvinskas, when I was in my 20s. And I did a lot of crashing and burning because it was like, well, for one thing, I was a construction worker, and I was like huge demands on my energy, and I was always, I was much more wild in my mind. At least that's the way I was. I'm not saying that's the way all 20-year-olds are, but that's how I was. And I would water fast for 3 or 4 days, and then somebody would offer me a freaking getting high on pot, and I'd get high on pot, and I'd be water fast would be done, or whatever I was doing. So, along with being a construction worker and a very high in-demand energy, and these were the times when I was fruitarian and stuff, I crashed and burned a lot. So I kind of stayed the fuck away from water fasting and fasting in general throughout my 30s and my 40s. So I'm looking to get back into that from the point of view of being a mystic and of heading more specifically in that direction. So I'm going to have uploads maybe frequently of talking about some of the juices that I'm doing, and talking about, definitely talking about magic, some sort of ritual stuff that I do I'm going to share with you, and I'm going to really intensify and taking a step up on this evoking the mystic in me. That's where my blog has been heading for the last 4 months, of just driving up this and displaying this need to be more mystic with the raw live food, raw live vegan food. Talk about a lot of things. Coming up, there's going to be some critical stuff on here. As some of you know, if you follow the raw politics on YouTube, there's been some pretty good shakeups. And I'm going to talk about that strictly from my point of view of, I felt like I didn't want to have anything to do with it. I just wanted to talk about my own things, and not really get up in other people's shit, you know, people like Life Regenerator and stuff like that. But I realize that I'm going to be vegan for the rest of my life now. I've been vegan all my adult life except for that short period I told you about, which was on YouTube, where I became probably wrongly associated as being a paleo person. And it just so happened that my good portion of my YouTube blogging period was throughout those days, so I was known as that, but I'm actually more known for being this kind of guy. So what I want to do and why I've decided to sort of engage the punk ass side of Keith is why I want people to be healthy on the vegan diet, and the 80-10-10 diet is a fail, in my opinion. A little interruption there from the phone. So part of what I'm talking about, well, leading into this, is I want to be more authentic with the vegan, raw vegan life, of how to be a good raw vegan, of like, I personally consider the 80-10-10 thinking complete bullshit. So we're going to talk about that a bit. I have a lot of ideas about what I find successful, and a big part of this with me is I don't like the measure of athletic performance is what is a healthy diet, because athleticism or athlete or this whole thing that people do, I'm into being active. I think it's a necessary part of being human, of walking, of being in nature, of running and cycling, but this whole like sports performance stuff, I think these people are all running from something, cycling from something, when they could be doing something with their brain, doing something important instead of wasting time. And so I know that that's blasphemy to say that. Everybody thinks that's, oh, it's so important, you know, but how many of these people are like, instead of being drug addicts, are now marathon runners? Or how many of these people that should be like meditating and dealing with their emotions and making the world a better place by putting art and doing activism? And I know people like Durian Ryder and some of those are doing activism, but when you're just centering it around athleticism, it's just a whole, I just don't think it's important. And so we're going to talk about a lot of that. And so all of that being said, support me by supporting my music, and coming up on December 21st, because I'm really getting myself going with feeling this uplifting of the direction that I'm in. I'm getting Second Culture operating on a level that I consider more legitimate with myself. I'm very prolific with music. So starting December 21st and from now on until I die, Second Culture will be putting out a seasonal track as a free digital download, and a video to go with it, alongside all of the other music that I do. So that's coming up with this amazing high rush of creativity that I'm feeling with communing with nature, communing with the angels, communing with God, and all of that. So support me, subscribe to my, and please watch these videos again, because I'm linking you to on my other channel. Most of what I showed you is on the Live Rockstar channel. So I'm trying to get more activity on my Second Culture music channel. So please, just for the hell of it, watch my videos again, even if you've seen them and whatever, so I can get my hit counts up more. And this link right here is a demo song of a new song coming on my new album. It's the sort of 11-minute version that was shot here in this studio a little over a year ago. It's now a part 1 and a part 2 with a different title on my new album coming up. My new album, the design of it is from a person that I met on this channel, Donnie in North Carolina. Some amazing stuff coming up. I'm really excited to be alive. I'm really excited to be making these breakthroughs. So this is Keith. Bright blessings. I will see you later.